Welcome to Lingua Latina Tutorials with Mr. K. This is Chapter 30, Lesson 2 Exercises. Here we have practice distinguishing between the perfect, pluperfect, and future perfect past tenses. And we'll see that in these examples, when you use the various forms. So, discipulus scribit id quod magister dictavit. The student is writing that which the teacher dictated in the past. He's writing now what the teacher dictated. Discipulus scribebat id quod magister dictaverat. The student wrote or was writing that which the teacher had dictated. So dictated beforehand. Although in English the meaning is still the same if we say the student was writing that which the teacher dictated, because we understand in context that the dictation came before the writing. So that's the pluperfect. Something happened before something else in the past. And now the future form. Discipulus scribet id quod magister dictaverit. The student will write that which the teacher will have dictated. So he will do this thing after this thing in the future will happen. Although we usually don't use the form will have. In English, we'd say the student will write that which the teacher will dictate, or he will write that which the teacher dictates. Sometimes we'll even put that in the present. Here are the forms that we're practicing with. So the perfect it and erunt, pluperfect erat and erant, and future perfect erit and erint. So the master, Dominus servum laudat quod industriae labor blank. The master is praising present, the slave, because we're going to use all these are in some form of the past, so because he worked hard. So the form for laborare is going to be laboravit, because he worked hard. Eri servus laudatus est quod industriae blank. Yesterday the slave was praised because now we want had worked, because we have a past tense verb, something happened before that, because he had worked laboraverat. Well, or hard. Cras, tomorrow, rursus laudabitur si industriae blank. Tomorrow he will be praised again if he will have worked hard. Here we want laboraverit. Go ahead and work on the rest of those, and let's go over to exercise number 5. Exercitium quintum, we have practice with the future perfect active, erit, erint. He will have done this, or they will have done this. And the future perfect passive, us aum erit and eia erunt. So it will have been done, or they will have been done. Those things will have been done. So cenabimus cum primum cocus cenam blank et servit triclinium blank. We will dine when first the cook will have prepared dinner. And so that is going to be paraverit. And the slaves will have decorated the triclinium. And that is plural, so exornaverint. And here we have the passive form. Cenabimus, we will dine cum primum triclinium blank. We will dine when first the dining room will have been decorated. And here we need to match up our form with triclinium. So exornatum, neuter accusative, or neuter nominative here, and triclinium exornatum erit, will have been prepared. Exercitium sextum, vocab Romani circiter hora decima, they eat dinner. And we learn there's a verb that means to take food or to eat dinner. It's cenant. Okay, let's try exercitium septimum. Uter malum maius est famesne ansitis. Well, we learned that fames multo molestior quam sitis est. Hunger is much more troubling than thirst. And here we have sitis est malum maius quam fames. Thirst is a greater evil than hunger. Go ahead and try the rest of those forms, and we'll go back to lesson 3.